السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله الذي كان موجودا قبل حدوث الأشياء ويبقى بعد فناء الأشياء. تفرد بالأولية والقدم ووسم كل شيء ما عداه بالفناء والعدم. كما قال عز شأنه: كل شيء هالك إلا وجهه وكل نفس ذائقة الموت. وقال: كل من عليها فان ويبقى وجه ربك ذو الجلال والإكرام. والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنام سيدنا ونبينا ومولانا أبي القاسم محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين، واللعنة الدائمة على أعدائهم أجمعين من الآن إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد، فقد قال الله في كتابه الكريم: بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم: ومن يشاقق الرسول من بعد ما تبين له الهدى ويتبع غير سبيل المؤمنين نوله ما تولى ونصله جهنم وساءت مصيرا. صلوات. Last week we discussed the last sentences of a paragraph from Dua Makarim al-Akhlaq. In this paragraph, Imam starts with asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to keep a person who is doing the dua among muttaqeen and salihin. And then he explains the qualities of muttaqeen and salihin, because these are the two terms that have been used in Quran for a very high level of iman, high level of faith, and Imam is asking to be to that high level. Of course, not for himself, we all know that, because this is dua and he is teaching us to ask Allah this way. Then he gives all those qualities and attributes to be among muttaqin and salihin in the end. Now 4 short sentences. Now he's ending this paragraph. He says, "Oh Allah, whatever I ask you, all those very great qualities that we discussed earlier, if you remember that each of those qualities, if we really practice them, if we adopt them, if we practice them in our life, even single one of them can change our life. Leave alone those 19 of them. Amazing. It will change everything in our life, around us, in our families, in our relations, ourselves." So after that, he says, yes, if I receive all these qualities, it's great. Nothing more than this I can receive. Ya Allah, this is a great ni'mat and bounty would be from you, but I want them to be complete, not incomplete. So sometimes you have good akhlaq, but this akhlaq is temporary akhlaq, and you see it around. This akhlaq is temporary akhlaq with other people. You are fighting with one of your friends, your relatives, a mu'mina. You are fighting with him and being very harsh with him at home, let's say, an example. And suddenly somebody else, some strangers arrives, and you totally change. And now what you speak with him, talk with him, you're smiling with him, right? This happens. This many times happens, that you, with your closest friend, because you are very close, you are very harsh with him. And at the same time, somebody else is there. Now totally you change. So what happens? So you changing for him, this is a temporary akhlaq. And an akhlaq it has show off. It is not original, real akhlaq. It's not complete akhlaq. Having complete akhlaq is very tough. It's not easy for anybody. When you're hearing that, you say, yeah, that is true. But when you come to practice that, it's very tough. And there is the imtihan, there is the ibtila from Allah, and test for a mu'min to see his akhlaq to be complete akhlaq, true akhlaq, real akhlaq. Akhlaq means you. Who are you? What are you? What kind of person you are? So your real you comes when you are talking, speaking to your closest people. And of course, closest people are the people that are within your house. They are the closest people. Your family, your children, your spouse, your parents. And the second circle is your cousins, then your friends, other people. So Imam is asking Allah this. Oh Allah, I want all those good akhlaq that I ask you to have these great qualities in akhlaq. But Ya Allah, akmil dhalika. Akmil dhalika. All these akhlaq that I ask you, and maybe some more qualities that I did not ask. Akmil dhalika. Akmil means make me a good, a complete, a perfect muttaqi and a perfect salih person. Nobody can be perfect in anything. Perfection is for Allah only. But in the sense of, perfection of our understanding to our level, we need to be perfect muttaqi, not part-time muttaqi, not sometime muttaqi, right? Muttaqi. So how to be that? This is the word. Wa akmil. Akmil. And you know this word akmil from kamal, from perfection, from completion. Al-yawma akmaltu lakum dinakum. I perfected your religion to do. So this word is the same. Akmil. Oh Allah, make it kamil for me. This akhlaq, this behavior, it should not be temporary one. Let it be complete and true akhlaq. How this akhlaq to be? So first subhanallah, this is the eloquence of dua of Imam. First he asked to be among muttaqin and salihin. Then he said, okay, how I want to be among muttaqin and salihin? Through these 19 qualities. How to stay with these 19 qualities? Through this. How to be perfect in these qualities? Akmil dhalika libi bid-dawam at-ta'a. Through continuous ita'at and obedience. Remember, we already talked about it. How to continue your obedience. Don't break it. Don't let shaitan make you break your good deeds. You are doing some good deeds, mashallah, for a while, and suddenly you stop doing it. Why? Because you don't want to do it, or you don't have to mood to do it. So Imam says, now I want dawam at-ta'ah, continuous obedience, continuous shukr, right? And what? وَاللُّزُومِ الْجَمَاعَةِ. Ta'ah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, let me be connected to Allah all the time. Should not be disconnected from Allah, not for a minute. Islam is not weekly religion, right? Islam is not yearly event issue. Islam is forever. Islam means you submitting to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and whenever you are a Muslim. And when you are a Muslim, you are in the state of obedience of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You cannot get out of this circle of obedience anytime. Yeah, there are other religions, they say, okay, if you come weekly here and do this, so you are a religious person. Islam is code of life. Code of life, what does this mean? You're sitting, you should know how to sit, how to stand up, how to walk, how to talk, how to this, everything around you. Islam is all the time with us. We are all, every single minute, we are, even when you're sleeping, you are in the state, or you should supposed to be in the state of ita'at of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Continuous ita'at of Allah, and in the same time, luzum al-jama'ah. Don't think that I am a good worshipper of Allah, I am so good mu'min, and nobody is like me. See, I know my friends, they don't, pray every day. I do. They come only for Salat al-Jum'ah, but I'm this. Don't look to, don't compare yourself with people who are lower than you in deen and in practice of Islam. Look to the people who are higher than you in taqwa and akhlaq. Compare yourself with them. And in dunya, compare yourself with lower people, not higher people. But we do the other way around. Islam says that when you are a mu'min, when you are connected to Allah on one side, and you connected with jama'ah, with people, with your community. وَاللُّزُومِ الْجَمَاعَةِ. See what Imam is saying? All those good qualities. Let's imagine how amazing qualities Imam has mentioned, those 19 qualities. Imagine somebody, mashallah, has all those 19. Has all those 19. But he has one problem. What? He remains, he's all alone by himself. He thinks, I cannot stay with the community. People are this, people are that. I don't like them. I don't like this, society. I don't like, well, I am so good. I have all these 19 qualities. But I'm not connected with people. So what Imam is giving the message to us, because dua is message. Dua is not, oh Allah give me, only give me. It's not about giving me. It is about learning. It's about strengthening your iman, your knowledge. So Imam is giving knowledge through this dua. He's saying if you have all these greatest qualities of taqwa and being a salih person, but you are not connected with jama'ah, with people, you have the akhlaq. It doesn't mean that you don't have akhlaq. You have good akhlaq. You have good qualities. You are apparently a muttaqi. You're salih. But not complete. Incomplete. Naqis. Not kamil. Why? Because you are not connected with jama'ah, with people. Some people even in Ramadan, they prefer to offer their salat at home. In Ramadan, come on. No, I don't like that or this and that. Little bit they don't like, they reject everything because they don't like. You should think that how many things you do that people don't like. If everybody starts picking on you, what will happen? So you should put your feet in the shoes of other people to understand what is going on around. You should not be very sensitive in issues that you start rejecting everything. This happens. Some people are so sensitive at home, maybe outside, at the center, while dealing with the community, with people. No, because I don't like this, because the way they deal, because the way they run the center, because the way they're doing this, because the way they sit, because the way they, I don't like it. So Imam says, whatever, if you don't like, come and make it the way you like. You can change, make changes. Be part of jama'ah, be part of the community. Don't get away from the community. There is no reason that you get away from the community. You should come, be part of it, and if you need changes, positive changes, yes, you can do it. But be together. Luzumil jama'ah. So one thing is what? Dawam ta'a. Good, mashallah now. Remember it. Dawam ta'a. Dawam, continuity in ita'at of Allah. And luzumil jama'ah, staying with the community. Last week, if you remember, when we reached to this point that staying with the community, staying with jama'ah, staying with nation, with people, what does this mean? It's even if they are wrong, it is possible that the community be wrong. Akthariyat, majority can be wrong. So is this what it means that I have to be with them no matter what? So it has so many details. Number one, yes, stay with them to show your unity. Don't make problems and troubles in the community, in the society. Don't cause problems. But there are certain things that you have to change or you cannot be with them. So this is what Imam has explained in next sentence. See, this dua, apparently this is dua, but if you see this is a philosophy of life. Then Imam says this. وَرِفْضِ أَهْلِ الْبِدَعِ. Oh Allah, let me be able to reject. Rifd means rejecting. Rifdi ahlil bid'ah. Let me reject the people of bid'ah. How beautifully Imam has given us the message that yes, if you want to keep away from the community, if you don't like a center, if you don't like a community, if you don't like a gathering, your dislikeness should be based on what? Your own thinking, because you don't like it, because you are not fitting in this group. Is this you? No. Ahlil bid'ah. If these people, no matter that 2 people or 20 people or 2 million people, 2 billion people, if they are doing something against the sunnah of Rasulullah, what is against sunnah is bid'ah. Now these people become ahlul bid'ah. They are doing something which is wrong in Sharia, in Islam. Then you say, I'm not with them. Then you say, see, I cannot come here, I cannot sit with you, because you are doing something which is against Sunnat of Rasul and Sunnat of Ahlul Bayt. Not because I don't like you, because I don't like him, because I don't like the way you are sitting. Me, nothing. I'm nothing. I am nothing. My criterion always for anything to like and dislike should be what? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. Ahlul Bayt alayhim salatu wassalam. They are my criterion. If there is a gathering where they are obeying Allah and Rasul and Ahlul Bayt, they are gathering with, following the conditions and rules and laws of Sharia and Islam, I'm good with them, although maybe something I don't like there, but it is okay as long as they are not against my religion. So my own thoughts have no value. Ahlul Bid'ah. And here Imam actually, by using this little short sentence, وَرِفْضِ أَهْلِ الْبِدْعِ, he explains so many things. Usul Din, Furu' Din, all together in this little short sentence. I can say the whole Islam is here. Because when we talk about jama'ah, to stay with the community, don't get separated from people, Quran is saying, وَمَنْ يُشَاقِقِ الرَّسُولِ مِنْ بَعْدِ مَا تَبَيَّنَ لَهُ الْهُدَى. You cannot get away from Rasulullah, from mu'mineen. And وَيَتَّبِعْ غَيْرَ سَبِيلِ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. You should not go to the path which is not the path of mu'mineen. So stay with mu'mineen, stay with people. So when this is so much emphasized, should we accept everything from the people? Whatever people do, because many people are doing, I cannot do something against them. It's not about that. Ahlul Bid'ah, this is the criteria. Look, if something wrong is going on against Quran, against Ahlul Bayt, against the teachings of Islam, you say, no, sorry, I'm not with you. It's called rifd. Rifd means to reject. Don't accept it. So Imam made this clear here, that don't say that after Rasulullah, see, this Aqidah and Amal both. Imam is teaching us akhlaq. Akhlaq is not just your behavior. Akhlaq starts with your Aqidah first. Your good Aqidah is good akhlaq first. And that is the best for your akhlaq. And Imam is giving us that message, that see, if you see what happened, why people are not together? Why not in one jama'at, all people today, all Muslims? So, because after Rasulullah, they get divided. In the time of Rasulullah, they got divided. In the time of, in front of him, they got divided. But let's say, okay, after him, let's accept this idea that people were divided into so many sects after the Prophet. So what should we do? Stay with Jama'at. Jama'at means stay with majority. You'll see where more people are going, what more people are doing, how more people are praying. Should we follow them? The more majority? No, Imam said no. Stay with Jama'at as long as the Jama'at is following the Sunnat of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If they are doing bid'at means innovation, something new they are bringing, which was not in the time of the Prophet. Prophet did not say it, and they are saying it. Just like I'm giving you example, one word, of course I cannot explain this here, but I have explained this many times. If you have any question, inshallah, I'm happy to answer that. Doing bay'at. Bay'at has no room in Islam at all. You cannot show us bay'at in Islam before Rasulullah or in the time of Rasulullah except to Rasulullah himself. Bay'at, in brief, bay'at is bid'ah. Bid'ah means something innovated after Rasulullah. So no, there is in Quran. Quran talks about bay'ah of, yes, bay'ah of what? Bay'ah means commitment. Bay'ah means commitment. Commitment of what? Commitment to obey. Obey who? Commitment, bay'anahu ala al-maut, bay'anahu ala al-ita'at. Ta'at means obedience. You do bay'at, you make commitment that I will obey you. This is called bay'at. You don't see it in the time of the Prophet at all, anywhere, except for the Prophet himself. There are 4 bay'ah mentioned in the Quran, and that bay'ah is all about Rasulullah. And the 5th bay'ah is bay'at of Ghadir. That's it. There is no other bay'ah. The word bay'ah was never used to 2 people who are making commitments to each other. This even term bay'ah is not used ever for anybody except for Rasulullah himself. Which means a person who is leader already appointed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You make commitment of obedience to him. This is called bay'ah in Islam. He is already a leader, and you make a commitment of obedience to a leader appointed by Allah. It's called bay'ah. This is Islam, and this is what Quranic bay'ah is. This is what Islamic bay'ah is. Show me, I challenge anybody to come and show me any bay'ah with the meaning that you make the commitment of ita'at and obedience to somebody and he becomes a leader through your commitment. Bay'at never makes a person leader. A leader requires somebody to do bay'at. Should be leader already. Don't say, okay, we did bay'ah, so many people did bay'ah, he became a leader. This is bid'ah, not bay'ah. So what Imam is saying here, see, وَرَفْضِ أَهْلِ الْبِدْعِ. Anybody who is doing bid'ah, I should reject them. And for rejection, there are so many words in Arabic, but Imam is using the word rifd. And from this rifd, a person who does rifd is called rafidhi. That's why people call us rafidhi. They think this is the bad word they use against us. You don't know that we are so proud of being rafidhi. Because we are rafidhi of ahlul bid'ah. We reject the bid'ah. That's why we are rafidhi. Rafidhi means rifd. The person who does rifd, who rejects. A rejecter. Rafidhi means in Arabic rejecter. Who rejects. Yes, we reject. But reject what? Ahlul bid'ah. The people of bid'ah. So this is what Imam first, he tried to correct our aqidah in the issue of jama'ah, and they correct our akhlaq in this sense. That see, be with people as long as they are not doing any bid'ah, anything against sunnah of Rasul, seerat of Rasul. So things are very clear, right? So now, let me repeat it, and one little sentence has left, and this will be next week, and we'll be done with this paragraph. If you get chance, if you missed any of this paragraph, because every week we spoke on one sentence, we took only one sentence, spoke on it. If you missed them, I recommend that you go and listen to them again one more time and see how all these 19 qualities of a muttaqi and salih can change our life collectively and individually, inshallah. So just one, inshallah, I will continue that next week. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq and ability to follow the teachings of Ahlul Bayt alayhi salatu wasalam. إن أحسن الحديث وموعظة كتاب الله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر.